I'm going to show you how to export prescriptions from FarmWorks or any FMIS software into the AccuTerminal and the Challenger 1000 and MT700 tractors. You can see here I have my prescriptions. I'm just going to load one for this case. The first thing you want to look at, I just got my map here. You can see the prescription, so 3 different rates. 3,000, 5,000, 6,000. I'm going to go to my jobs. The first thing that you're going to need to do is right click on this. Right click and hit work order, just like we've always done on other AGCO consoles. And then I'm going to go under my file, write job data, and I want to pick the AGCO ISO task file. I'm going to go to advanced setup. Make sure it's on version 2, grid type 1, ISO compliant, and merge yes. And then the other 3 can be no here. And then the grid setup, it'll automatically just set up a grid for your prescription, or you can manually put it in. I'm going to hit OK. And then you want to pick your drive location, but before you do that, just make sure in your options you have the given fields that you want to import. So you can see I just got my given field. I'm going to hit OK, and then I'm going to hit OK again. And it's very important that you have this one task, or if you had 10 tasks, you got 10 there. If you don't, you didn't right click over here and go to console. I'm going to hit OK. And then what you're going to do is bring open the USB drive. And the first thing that you need to do is right click on the task data file, hit send to, and compress folder. And then this is the important step. So then you need to go underscore after that, and then hit anything that you want as far as a name. So I'm just gonna do test here, but it has to be underscore and then labeled. Once you do that, you can just hit OK. You can take your USB out, and then we're gonna go ahead and put it in the AccuTerminal here. All right, once you've got the USB in the AccuTerminal, go ahead and go to the display icon here, hit it twice. You're gonna go under the USB, and you'll see down on the bottom here. So one thing very important to make sure of is you have this selected. If this task is not highlighted, you won't get this here. It's confused some people. So once you have that, then you're gonna hit the up arrow. You'll see the import. All right, everything's in. New data set was updated, new task data received. All right, once you've done that, you're gonna hit the back arrow again, and you're gonna go under your task. All right, so you can see no task selected, so I just need to go select a task. I'm gonna hit my here up in the top, and now you'll see that Pranky 18 MT700 horse. Now it's very important, if you were loading, so say you by chance loaded a prescription, you had the wrong rate, and you needed to reload it, you need to make sure that you put like an updated version or number 2 or number, just say updated. If the AccuTerminal sees 2 jobs as the same name, it won't actually load that in the terminal. So you need to make sure it's an updated name for the job. The field and everything can be the same, but the job has to be like updated or number 2 or whatever you need to name it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the check here, and now you can see that it's going to bring in all my information. You can see everything comes in here, the acres, the field name. What I'm going to do now to start this, I'm going to hit the record up here on the top. Once you've done that, now you're ready to seed. You can see now the rate for the ISO planner that's hooked up, the horse planner, actually turns to 5,000, what the prescription reads. I'm going to go ahead and hit back here. And then the way I have the display set up is I have it set up so the map's in the bottom right. I'm going to go ahead and open that up so you can see here. So this display is hooked to cell. It's got the variable rate unlock and the section control unlock. You can see behind the tractor here, we got the 24 section planner. This display will control up to 36 sections. And then down on the bottom, this is real important. So you see we're not seeing the prescription yet. I'm just seeing my total worked area. I'm going to go ahead and hit on that. And there you can see now, you can see the application rate. you can see the application rate of the corn and then also the prescription. So I'm just going to hit prescription, and now you'll see everything will come up under the prescription. The legend will change to exactly what the prescription is reading. And then you'll also see here, it will also map on the fly. Now if you want to see your application rate without the prescription map, you can just come back here, hit the corn, and now it'll just change to a color map to what you're seeding at. Okay, so that is going to be how you put a prescription in. The big thing that you want to see when you put the prescription in is that it's reading the actual rate here on the terminal. Just going to go back here. So it's very important that you see that the prescription rate matches the ISO rate. All right, that's going to be how you put a prescription in through USB and then run any ISO implement on the AccuTerminal.